Hi, now I'm going to talk about conditional formatting. How to do or how to apply conditional formatting to a matrix. And here we're going to discuss deeply on a different scenario, like how to apply background color to a complete row on a matrix with conditions from multiple columns. So this is the matrix I've already created. I've formatted the background color to change based on the percentages of both the combined result of furniture and technology. I've given a condition if the percentage is in between 25 to 50%, then opt for orange color. And if the percentage is greater than 50%, then I've opted for yellow color. So let me show you how I've done this. So let's go to a new page. Get a matrix. Get city. Get category and want to calculate sum of sales. I want to see the percentage of sales as well. Just get into the drop down and select percent of row total. Let's rename this as percentage. Okay, here we got the sum of sales for each category and the percentage of each category. And here are the totals. So let's see how the conditional formatting works. So on the format pane, if you go to the format pane, you can observe there is a new option, cell elements, and here we can apply our conditions on the basis of each column. So we have to select whatever the column that we want to apply a background color or font color or data bars or icons or whatever it is. So here in my case, I want to apply background color. So let's select and then go to FX to provide your rules or a condition. So here my rule is based on sum of sales. Let's say if the sum of sales is greater than 500 and is a number, and if it is less than 1000, that means my sum of sales, if it is between 500 and 1000, I wanted it to show orange color. Click OK. So here you can see on each category on the sum of sales, you can see the color applied as orange whenever the sum of sales is in between 500 to 1000. But how can we apply this to a complete row? How can we apply this to a complete row? Not just that particular cell, but complete row, how can we format? For that, we can say we need to take a different, or we need to create a different measure. So let's say, let's create a measure. Maybe test. So here we just provided only a single condition based on a single column. If you observe in the condition, so here we simply able to provide only the field, only a single field, which is sum of sales. But what if you want to create a condition based on the combination of two different categories? Or let's say based on the condition of one particular category. If you want to apply a background color for everything, then you need to create a new measure and we need to use that measure to apply background color. So here we have formatted the background by using a condition of one single column, which is sum of sales, and which is applied to all other categories, but is only applicable to whenever the condition is satisfied or to which the particular category. So it is not applicable to all the values in a particular row, but just to a particular cell. So let's see how to apply this background color to a complete row. Let's say if any particular category of a city is having sales between 500 to 1000, then for the whole row of that particular city should have a background color as orange. Let's see how we can make it. So for that, we have to create a measure. So create a new measure. Let's call it as test. So here I'm going to create three different variables in order to get the sales for each different category. First, let's calculate sum of sales for furniture category. For that, I'm using calculate sum of sales, whereas category equals to say furniture. Let's copy this and create a different variable for office supplies. And create the same for technology. Once we create all these three variables for each category by calculating the sum of sales, now create an if statement. Let's call an if statement and create where furniture greater than or equals to 500 and furniture less than 1000, and should create the same by using an or condition for other categories. Let's change this to office supplies. Office supplies and say or again change this to technology. If any of these conditions satisfy, then I would say true or otherwise 2. As we use or statement, that means at least one condition satisfied means it will give us the strict statement, which is 1, otherwise it will return 2. Okay, let's test this. If you can observe here, so as there is no total sales amount for any of the category in between 500 to 1000, that's why we can see it is flagged as number 2, and there is one category which lies in between 500 to 1000 sales amount, then we can see 1 for all the categories, right? So now let's take this out and let me show you how can we use this measure to apply background color for the complete row, right? So let's go to the format pane, go to cell elements and select a column sum of sales, which is already selected here. Go to the function and here you need to select the measure which we just created, which is test, and say if the amount is equals to 1. 1 means the total sales amount lies in between 500 to 1000 for at least one category. Then say orange. Otherwise, say nothing. Okay, click OK. So there you can see now this has been applied to even the office supplies total amount is 2000. This is because we said if at least one of the categories is having the total sales amount in between 500 to 1000, then give me the background color as red. Okay, but here still we can see the percentages haven't got the background color. So in order to get that, you have to select the column percentage, say background on, go to the function, go to rules and do the same thing, get test, say equals to 1, change it to number and say orange. There you go. You can see the complete row as having and the total sales amount and this total percentage or the automatic row subtotals, we can turn off them. So there you can see the total row for each column have got the background color based on a condition from one single column, right? So let's see how to create a background color for the complete row based on the condition that is coming from two different categories or two different columns. Let's say I have a furniture and I have a technology percentages, and I want to see if the sum of furniture and technology together have the percentage is greater than and between 25 and 50, then go for orange color. And if the percentage of both furniture and technology together is greater than 50, then let's opt for yellow. For that we need to create a measure. So let's create a measure. Name it as multi-column condition. So let's create a variable technology. Variable technology to calculate sum of sales and filter it to the category technology. Let's copy and create another variable for furniture. And now let's create a sum of both technology and furniture sales. Technology plus furniture. And let's create another variable which is total sales for all the categories. Calculate sum of sales for all category. And now create another variable for division by using divide function. Divide, and here our numerator is tech4 and the denominator is total sales, and 0 if in case any error in the division. And now return, create an if statement if the division return. So this is the now return the division of tech for and the denominator as total sales, and 0 if in case any error in the division, and click OK. And convert this to percentage. Let's use this on table to see how the calculation works. Multi-column condition. So there you see the furniture percentage is 4.85 and the technology is 6.75, which the combined percentage of furniture and technology is around 12% when it is rounded up. If you want to see this, change the 2 point, and yes, this is the exact percentage of the combination of both technology and furniture together. Now change the multi-column condition format to a decimal, back to a decimal number. First I would like to take off the previous background colors. Right, let's see how to apply a new conditional formatting by using a new measure multi-column condition. Let's turn on, go to function, go to rules, and select our new measure multi-column condition and say if it is greater than 0.25 and say it as a number, and if it is converts to percentage it's 25%. less than 0.5 number, turn it as orange and add another rule. Say if it is 0.5 greater than or equals to 0.5 and less than or equals to 1, turn it to yellow and click OK. There you can see. So whenever the combined percentage of both the furniture and technology is more than 50%, we can see yellow. Otherwise, if it is in between 25 to 50%, we can see orange color. Okay, let's apply the same to another column, percentages column. Turn on, go to function, and do the same process. Select multi-column and it is greater than or equals to 0.25 and it should be a number and less than 0.5. Then turn to orange, add a new rule. Say if it is greater than or equals to 0.5 number and less than or equals to 1 number, then turn to yellow. Click OK. And there you can see this, and we can remove this multi-column condition even in the further itself, even in the earlier steps itself we can remove this multi-column condition, but just to show the difference I left it here. Let's remove this. There you go. Here you can find the background color applied to the whole row based on the condition coming from two different columns. Thank you for listening. If you have any queries, please write it down in the comments.